What's up, guys? So, it's been a massively long time since I've made a video about anything, so here's a quick Q&A. What am I up to? Well, I'm currently working two jobs. One is at a KFC Taco Bell, and boy, do I have a lot of stories from that. The second one is a sushi joint, and it's actually really cool. So they're basically training me to be what's called a tap chef, or at least that's the goal, because you got to start out as a short order cook. And even though I'm a short order cook, it's still like massively like you got to know how to cook. So the training sort of regiment that I've been through is throw me in the deep end, that kind of stuff. And at first I thought it was a little too much to handle, but they started me off really, really easy, just making tempura and edamame. And I know how to do a lot of that. I've got more than 10 years in fast food, and but that's what I like about the sushi joint. It's not fast food. It's food. It's gourmet. Now some of the stuff is like prepackaged stuff. I'm like, I don't like to use this. But then again, I'm not a chef. This is how it's done in the industry. But the stuff they teach me to cook is incredible. For example, just real quick, I made fried rice. Now, it sounds really simple, but I had to make fried rice in 3 other dishes at the same time, so that they could calibrate my timing. My words, not theirs, but so that I could learn to cook several things in tandem. Just using the temperature of the flat stove, which is cool because it's got multiple burners. And multiple burners will have different, segments of heat, so you can, put the vegetables on, get them to cook, and then while everything else is, coming up to temperature, you can pile your other ingredients along with it, and put it on the medium side of the stove so it doesn't overcook. And I think I overcooked my vegetables, as I remember, but I got me and the other guy who's also new. We got taught by the head chef. So basically this is a sushi chain, and I think it's like the Tokyo Walk or something like that. Makes it sound a little like lowbrow, but no, it's high class. I mean, maybe it was. I don't want to denigrate my office. I really like it there, but I remember walking around getting a tour of the guy who runs the restaurant. And I was just like, oh, wow, Eminem was here? Oh, wait, The Rock was here? And a few other celebrities I really don't recognize. Wait a minute, Paul Rudd, I was just like, wait, this is nuts, because this is the first time I've ever worked at a place where, it's a legit like sushi place. This is the first time I've ever worked at a place like that. And, there's this nice little separation from the customer. So you're just making them food. You don't know who ordered the food. You don't know who's going to get the food. So better make it good. Better make it right. And, so I was getting off my job at the KFC Taco Bell. And I was sitting, waiting for the bus. It was like blistering cold, but I'm used to it. I'm just, it became routine, or has become routine, I should say. And what ends up happening is one of the head chefs for the Tokyo Walk was like, hey, you work at KFC? I'm like, yeah, it's a KFC Taco Bell. Oh, it's both. And it's strange because everybody has that reaction. I'm like, I can't find a person who doesn't have that reaction. Oh, it's both. And I get it because it's like there's such a brand segment, but long ago the two entities merged into one gestalt entity, making the KFC Taco Bell and all of its other subsidiaries. So as I was talking to him, or rather he was talking to me, he offers me a job. And at first I was just kind of like, I don't need to kill myself working another job like the Taco Bell KFC. I technically have 2 jobs. I can go to any Taco Bell and be like, hey, I need a few hours. I need to make my rent this month. And when I saw his reaction, he seemed really kind of like hurt by it. When I say hurt, it was kind of like, dude, I'm giving you like this prime opportunity. I'm trying to help you out. Don't be a dick. That was kind of his air, but it was like a little bit of shock. Like he was really baffled that I would turn him down so quickly. So then I backed off that energy, and I was just like, oh, well, yeah. I could use a job, definitely. Where would I be? And I was thinking like, oh, this dude needs a dishwasher. I'm just gonna be washing dishes all day. That's gonna suck. I don't want that. Especially a restaurant dishwasher. I already washed dishes at the Taco Bell KFC. So anyway, no, I'm basically like I said, I'm the tap chef, or I'm a tap chef in training. So it's just so great, guys, working behind the scenes, learning all the portions and how they do everything so seamlessly when they make an order. And then I know what some of you might be thinking, well, what's the excuse? How come it takes so long to get my order out of the kitchen? And it's like, was it yesterday, or I should say last night, I found out why. Like, boy, did we have a lot of orders. Basically, they're like, once we teach you how to cook, then you're going to cook it. No matter how many orders we have, and it's so cool. I love every little stupid thing about my job, like, ringing the bell after an order's up. I'm like, I get to ring a bell. And I shine that bell up real nice, and I'm like, it's the shiniest bell in the entire store. This one's mine. He's my prized little beautiful possession. He's like that bobblehead that you put inside of your cubicle. He's beautiful. All right, so on to like some hardball stuff, MGTOW stuff. I got back in contact with my younger brother, and or I should say a wellness facility, a VA. The VA got in contact with me, and I was trying to get him, back into the apartment, and he gave me every indication that he was going to show up, but they even gave him transport down here, and he just basically said, take me to West Hollywood, and then he got out. And yeah, and whereas I don't feel torn up about it, I feel bad about it, but one of the reasons why I don't feel torn up about it is the last time he was here, and one of the reasons why he cited that he needed to leave, he absolutely needed to leave, was because of the way I was living my life. And I was just like, dude, I'm free of all that bullshit. Like, people don't get to tell me, when to do things anymore, except for work. Sans that, I have that freedom. I have that freedom that the MGTOW lifestyle brings me and the philosophy brings me. And how does that tie in? Well, I could say basically I've lost about, a few friends, not due to MGTOW, but like simply the content that I watch. So I was watching The Critical Drinker, and man, I think he was ripping Thunder Force apart, and he was ripping in a new one. And I'm just getting off on it, and he's just like, this dude needs to shut his fucking mouth. And I'm like, and at first my knee-jerk reaction was to say, dude, calm down. It might be the amphetamines talking. You might be having a Nick fit of a different sort. Calm the fuck down. But I was just like, why do you say that? Like, it's his channel, right? He does have the right to. So basically it erupted into this argument and this back and forth. And I was just like, well, at the end of the day, it's his channel. He's successful doing it. He's making money. And you don't make that kind of money to let other people tell you what to produce or even what to say. Money liberates you in a way, and it gives you a freedom, and it gives you a say-so. But most importantly, a protection, sort of a fallback. Now, that shouldn't be 100% relied upon. On another note, but you can rely upon it to keep the retarded SJWs away. Now, am I calling my brother a retarded SJW? No, but he still has that thinking, because his sphere of argument revolved around, oh, he's showing disrespect to a woman. And I'm like, so what? She doesn't know him. He doesn't know her. He just knows the terrible movie that she was in and how they try to promote it and say that, no, I'm a excellent actor. I'm at the peak, I'm at the pinnacle, even when I'm dialing it in. Everybody wants to see themselves, or I should say the SJWs and, the people who make movies like Thunder Force and even Wheel of Time. We'll get to that. Those people want to be like Meatloaf. They want to down a bottle of Jack Daniels and then go out on stage and do a really awesome show. Meatloaf did it because of a variety of different dysfunctional reasons, but they want to be dysfunctional and be praised as functional, so to speak. But that was the crux of why my brother was just like, nah, fuck this place, man, blah blah blah. So I guess it's I'm just so happy with my life. I'm taking so many things with a grain of salt. And that isn't to say that I don't wish my brother was here, but he's not here. And only the right people are. So, is he the right person? Is he the wrong person? No, he's a neutral factor. If he comes back into my life, we'll examine things from there. But for right now, he's unfortunately another person, and it's good enough for me to know he's safe. So anyway, without all that blabbity blah, that's kind of my update right there. So let's end with one of my classic cringe jokes. How about it? What do you call a seal that cannot swim? An imbecile. I'll see you guys in the next one.